Hello there, welcome to Roast Mortem, a model example of a podcast, and the best podcast to listen to while you're soaking in a oat milk bath. My name is Tom.
I'm Travis.
I will be your Cody for the evening.
And I'm Mike.
Hey.
I got a hell of a week to talk about, so Travis, just get right to it, dude. What are we doing?
Right.
What is this podcast about? It's about cutting through the muck and getting right to the chase. Am I wrong?
I was gonna say we got Mustache Mike going on right now. Did you join the fire department?
No. I just decided to have a mustache this week.
All right.
And, how I feel about it.
Last episode you were trying to get a mustache ride. That's why you didn't show up.
Oh yeah. And that one.
Wow, dude.
Great.
What are you riding Big Will's Segway? What are you doing around here, man? you and the big boy crew just fucking rolling around, segwaying it up?
So, how's everyone's weeks, dogs? Oh,
Good.
We're all in a state of emergency.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
I have it, I think.
Which means I have it now.
Yeah, all right.
Have you been washing your hands?
No, it's the last thing I've been doing.
All right.
And he's got this, mustache that just, collects microbes now.
I've been washing my hands and stuff like that, but, I don't know. I feel like it's nothing really to worry about.
Well, I mean, you are very well educated in the areas of science
Yeah.
and
Maybe
microbiology.
I'll probably end up really having it at the end of this episode.
Whatever you think, I'm going to just parrot that idea because that's how I'll live.
All right.
Dude, I got haunted on. So I haven't told you guys this, but I'm a believer now.
You're a ghost hunter?
Yeah, I'm a ghost hunter. So I went down to Savannah, Georgia, the most haunted city in America.
Cool.
And I went there for the shrimp.
Yeah!
I didn't go for the
Hauntingly
ghost.
good.
Just to be clear, I was not ghost hunting. I was not. I did not bring my EMP stuff or whatever that's called.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I do. I was just like, nah, I'm going to sleep in a bed and wake up and step in horse shit. That's what I want to do on this fucking trip.
Non-paranormal horse shit.
Yeah, normal horse shit. As you know, if you can probably figure it out, we like history on the show. So I was doing history tours. So one of the history tours I did was the Sorrel Weed House, which is one of the most haunted places, the experts say.
Cool.
And I don't trust the experts because I don't care. So I'm in this in the Sorrel Weed House. We're going through this tour, and the tour guide, and it's me, Gabby, 3 other people on the tour because who wants to go on a history tour?
Yeah,
So-
I get you.
So we're downstairs in the basement in this house where Francis Sorrel used to operate on people with a 45% success rate during the 1860s.
So is that good?
That was the best at the time.
Really?
Oh,
Okay, fine.
yeah.
So that's a lot of dead people, and that's right next to the kitchen. So they used to be, making pita breads and mushing
right.
chickpeas for their hummus, and there would be a body just screaming about to die about 20 feet away from them. That's just how it was back then.
That's putting love into your food.
Yes. Yeah. So the tour guide's telling me, I'm like, oh, spooky. I like the movies.
Spooks.
I like the movie Hostel. I like things like that. So it's fine. And then Justin texts me while I'm down there, and he says, "Yo, Demolik is playing St. Vitus. Get tickets." So I was like, "All right, history's great, but I gotta get tickets, or I'm gonna miss this history."
Tom knocked people down.
Yeah, so I'm getting these fucking tickets, and the tour guide's okay. We're gonna go upstairs right now. So follow me up here. So we're following up. I'm the last one up, right? And I'm just fucking typing away, and I hear that there's another tour happening upstairs. And I hear these, fat people walking around, like as you do. This is down south, beautiful people down there, really. But
Sweet Tay.
yeah, so I'm walking up the stairs, and I hear people talking, and I hear a piano being played, clear as day. Fur-Elise by Beethoven being played not that well. So I'm like, this old house is probably just, there's a tour group right up there. I can hear it. Mm-hmm. So we do the rest of the tour, skip ahead about 15 minutes, and I see the piano. And the piano has a big rope across it saying, do not touch.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'm in the house of the rule breaker. That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to meet that guy. So then Gabby asks at the end of the tour, right after we walk out of the piano room to where they let you out, to the main landing, Gabby's just like, oh, who played piano in the house? And the tour guide's like, oh, Matilda Sorrel, who killed herself damn straight murdered herself in this joint, jumped off the
Self-murder.
the top fucking floor of this 3-floor thing into a pile of horse manure. She's dead. 1890s, I think that happened.
All right.
So I'm like, oh yeah, so who was just playing it now though? Because I heard that, and she was like, nobody.
Oh, those spooks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scary.
So I got Target haunted
Yeah.
straight up.
dude, that is some spooky shit.
That's scary.
What they were playing Mozart? You sure it wasn't a Chinese song?
It was
dang, 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 dang.
It was Beethoven, and I just feel like every time I tell this story, I think I lose an inch off my penis.
Oh, stop it.
But it did happen. So I don't know if it was a ghost, but I heard something that resonated like a ghost.
What if someone was playing music off like a speaker or somewhere?
That's what
No,
I'm thinking.
dude, I am an audio engineer.
Yeah, you sounded legit. Like
When it's played through a speaker, unless it's the exact volume of a piano, which
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been near a piano recently, but they're loud as fuck. and you can feel them resonate with different keys.
Yeah.
Some keys resonate throughout the house and others don't.
the way it was going sounded like live.
I got played to by Matilda.
Spooks.
Oh.
So I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna move to Savannah so I could have a 3-way with Matilda.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, like a 3-way while she's like falling?
I'll put her to rest. But I don't know. Savannah's a great city. I love that shit down there. I'm gonna go again. Maybe because it's got so much Southern history. In the Sorrell house was a fantastic portrait of Travis's personal hero and relative, Robert E. Lee.
That is not my person! No!
Yeah, he was right there. I saw him. I was just like, Travis loves that guy. I don't know. Really?
That's not what.
Why are
No!
you saying that, Travis? He said he loved him a lot.
Yeah.
No!
I'm not going to cut this out of the episode, but
Robert E. Lee is like the creepy uncle.
how was
That
your week,
everyone
Travis?
has.
How was your week, Travis?
I don't know. Now you got me all fired up. I'm probably, I don't know. What was my week? I don't know. I've just been living in a state of quarantine. People are buying, there's a post-apocalyptic realm out here. People are
Well,
buying all the
toilet
toilet paper.
All right. Well, I guess so. Travis, you're being haunted by coronas.
Yeah.
Cody, how was your week?
I don't fucking. Did I have a week? I can't even remember.
I can never tell with you.
He's already
Yeah, it's-
infected.
Cut his feed. Don't listen to his jokes.
Gonna give me a virus.
All right. Anyway, Travis, what do you got?
All right.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's good.
You know how they always
good.
say you got to learn from history, right? Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
important. You know, like, we learn from history. You can read all these books. You can learn shit, apply it to daily life. Tonight is a history lesson for all those dumb idiots that we call influencers. You guys know what influencers are?
The worst
Not really,
people.
no, but yes.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I don't understand how you become that, but I trip over them daily and hate it.
Yeah, influencers are pretty much the 21st century leeches that team up with big brands and dictate what is cool or not on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, whatever. They have literally like no worth to society. They're just mindless, pretty faces. They have no talent or responsibility. They're just guilt gullible people into buying like something fashionable.
Yeah.
And they take freebies from big, horrible brand names that probably practice slave labor in China.
Yeah. So this phenomenon of worthless individuals setting trends is nothing new. I mean, I'm sure it's happened throughout history, but tonight we're going to roast the first documented influencer in history.
How?
Ooh.
How?
Yeah, this is the man who set fashion for 2 centuries. And
Wow.
Damn.
that the fashion he set was the men's suit and necktie.
All right.
Yeah, we
Ah,
still wear it
good.
today.
Yeah.
The portable noose.
Yeah. And when I specifically said like a man that set the fashion, he was fashioning this, but he didn't design anything. You know, this is an influencer. An influencer doesn't design clothes.
No,
he just
they have-
wears
they
them.
have-
He just
They-
made it popular.
They don't have enough between the brain. They just kind of mumble around. They're model examples.
Model
For-
examples.
half of their job can be like outsourced to a coat hanger. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or, one of those creepy dolls they have in Macy's that I sometimes touch.
Oh, the mannequins?
I like the plus-size ones. They got big tibbies.
Well, dude, have you been to what was it, Dick's Sporting Goods?
Ooh.
The asses on the mannequins they have in there. You never see a person like that. Men and women models. They're giant. They're
Nice legs too.
See, I'm
for
not...
some reason the ass is just like, but on a man with my build.
Do more squats, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not an ass man. I usually go to Dress Barn, which doesn't sell any men's clothes. So it's kind of
I
weird.
thought you were going to say they don't sell any pants. They just expect you to go Diddy Konging everywhere.
So tonight we are roasting the king of the dandies,
Oh,
George Brummell.
I was wondering if the term dandy was going to come up.
Yeah, or as the world knew him, Beau Brummell.
Beau.
Beau. That's
Beau?
Beau.
Uh,
Beau.
Beh.
I thought it was like B.O.
Yeah, Beau.
No.
That's how they named kids Beau in Texas or Louisiana.
Yeah.
It's fine
All right.
name.
Yeah, it adds a little bit of class.
I think it's cool.
If you're from the Appalachia, you just do B.O.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah. So George was born June 7th, 1778, on Downing Street, London.
Hey, look at that.
Yes, the same Downing Street that was once home to an obese alcoholic that said, "We'll fight them on the beaches." And also the cross-dressing Ronald Reagan that laid off an entire nation. And also two pig fuckers, one of which is just a knockoff Donald Trump. That's right. He was born in the Prime Minister's residency.
Look at that.
Wow.
Was he rich?
Well, yes, he was rich, but he wasn't the son of a prime minister. He was actually born to Mr. and Mrs. Billy Brummell. Now, Billy was a proud owner of a bawdy house on Bury Street. For those of you that don't know, that's a brothel.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, a brothel.
Yeah.
Body house.
house.
That doesn't
Jesus.
sound fun. I don't want to go to a body house. I want to go to a brothel.
You pick a body and I'll match you up with one. I'll warm up the body for you. I'll throw it in the microwave, like shake up the beans a bit, and you pick a room. And I'll wheel it in there in just a few minutes, sir.
It's kind of cold in the middle. Can I reheat it?
Sure, I'll bring it right in. Yeah, let me double heat you up. You're into hot bodies, aren't you? Yeah, daddy boy. I'll
Mike,
got you covered.
Are you just picturing like a giant taquito roller and there's just women on it?
Exactly. You said microwave. My brain instantly thought of that.
Right. Dude. I don't need to see the time on the microwave. I just need options 1 through 10, please.
I just use the add minute button until it doesn't like.
I
So-
only cook in
Until it's not
intervals of
watching
minutes.
in the
It
middle.
cooks faster.
That's the opposite.
Pressure's on, man.
So this bawdy house that Billy Brummell ran serviced fine gentlemen of the London aristocracy. So basically, he's selling whores to royalty, politicians, and this is a super lucrative business. Billy was able to amass roughly 60,000 pounds back in like the late 1700s, which in today's money is about 5 million pounds.
He's making that a year?
His wealth in general.
Oh, as well. All
By
in
just
general.
selling hookers.
Did you think
Still
when he
have
said
money.
pounds he meant weight, Mike?
No, I know it was the English.
Okay, good. You're learning. I like this.
Yeah.
I can just imagine like the most fielded like request from the English Regency. It was just like, do you have a hooker that looks like me sister a little bit more?
What's the
Oh, yeah, I
bloodline?
got one right here. Actually, she's your sister.
No, look at that.
Oh, I put some fucking straw in your hair, make yourself presentable. You got a dick to bang.
Chisel out her middle tooth. More room for the wiener to go in the mouth.
My God.
Slide it right in there. A little slizzle. So at the time of George's birth,
Yeah?
at the time of George's birth, Billy and his wife were in the service of Prime Minister Lord North. Like Peter North.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a cool last name.
And they were living next to him on Downing Street. What were those services that Billy was giving? Lord North lists them as a private secretary, so probably getting him hoes.
Yeah.
It's not a call girl, but a call pimp, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the best way to do it, because who wants to talk to all those women?
Yeah, those emotional needs.
I don't speak womanese.
I don't have time to decipher their wants and needs. Yes, I'm still a gentleman. I'm going to put cubes into their tea. I will sugar cube them up, but I cannot count. Just have it done for me. How many times must I tell you?
So George had a privileged background coming up from this wealthy family. Wealthy-ish. I mean, he wasn't royalty. He didn't have endless amounts of money. And the important thing was that he didn't have a bloodline. Because back then, you had to be inbred in order to, have any power.
God.
Today, all the influencers are inbred. You see how
Yeah.
things change?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're somehow inbred, but still biracial. And you're just like, what? How?
That's why they use the filters, to make them look more human. Billy, his father, George is living this life back in the late 1700s. Billy buys a royal palace in Hampton Court and also a country estate in Donington Grove.
You can just buy royal palaces nowadays?
He's that rich and that entangled that he could buy a royal. He was an apartment in the royal palace.
Fine.
He's part of the court. And George was described as an infant cherub.
All right,
Right,
so,
so kinda what we're
he
talking
was a
about.
baby.
Yeah,
That's an adult cherub.
That was his
That's
nickname?
that's me. I'm an
Oh.
adult cherub.
I was going to say
You're looking
Kyle
at it.
Gass.
What's a cherub anyway?
Cherub's one of those little fat angels you see.
Oh, I know what you're talking
A
about.
Cupid? You know what a Cupid is? Yeah.
Yeah, one of those angels.
So George he also had an older brother and a sister. Both of the boys were then enrolled into Eton College. That's right, the same college the aforementioned pig fucker David Cameron and Boris Johnson came from.
Beautiful.
So George may have fucked a pig. It was a dead pig. That was
Jesus.
part of the ritual, but it was a pig.
Was a pig. Confirmed pig.
Yeah.
At least it was dead.
Is it better, Mike?
I mean, the pig doesn't know it's getting fucked.
But is that the concern you have? Like, if you could ninja fuck a pig without it knowing, you'd be totally fine?
No, I feel worse. I feel
Yeah,
terrible.
Mike, you went to one of our Maydays, right?
I think so.
No,
Imagine
you
if you
didn't.
got there and you saw me, just doing this pig from behind, and then I just put it on the spit, and I was like, eat up, boys.
No.
I don't know. I'd be like, did you nut in it? Like,
Of course, I seasoned it.
all right, I'll take a bite.
Ew. dude.
All right, that's the official statement.
Yeah, I like how Travis is like, imagine I'm fucking a pig and you'd eat it. You're the gross one.
Yeah.
Not the pig fucker.
Everyone is reminding me of a sick person.
Yeah, the nannies don't deserve what we just did.
No, it's terrible.
So Eton, for anyone that doesn't know, is a super elite all-boys school in the UK. Think of it like Hogwarts, but instead of magic, they're just entitled brats that have endless amounts of inherited money.
Yeah,
So magic.
and
And,
insider trading.
Yeah, and I was going to say the only only magic they could do would be hiring people like Jeff Epstein and be like Despiriano to these girls that they fucked.
Ooh.
Wow, Travis is
Or pick.
not holding. Dude, you sound. What are you sounding like right now? You're sounding very Ben Shapiro.
Wait, no, I don't want to be like Ben Shapiro.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
drinking-
Don't stop. It's just in the moment.
All right, Eton was a huge impression on George Brummell. On George Brummell.
Uh-huh.
George was a very popular dude right off the bat. They said that he was Eton's best scholar, boatsman, and cricketer.
Boatsman.
Boatsman.
Now, I know English is a pretty straightforward language to those of us who speak English, but for some reason, I have a feeling a boatsman has nothing to do with being on water. Am I wrong? Like a boat,
Yeah.
like a boat,
Like a cricketer has nothing to do with, like, the bug cricket.
yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
it's the boatsman. It's just like women that do floral arrangements on sand.
Yes. We pick limes.
Sounds like someone that watches boats.
I'm the best of them.
Mike, that makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, that adds up too much.
George quickly,
Getting character.
he got a new nickname. His nickname was Buck. Buck Brummell. Buck Brummell.
This
Buck Brummell.
is gonna happen every time you say his name.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Buck Brummell.
oh, Buck, you do cricket the best. I love the way you hold that wooden hammer.
Buck quickly became a fag.
Wait a minute,
Bridge
cigarette?
fag? A cigarette? What?
No, it's not a cigarette. I'm not talking about that. But even though Eton was an extremely homosexual environment, a boarding schools like Eton had a tradition called fagging.
All right, well, tell us more about fagging.
So,
Do go on.
So this is where the younger boys were called fags, and they served their fag master. So think of it almost like a pledge in a frat. Except instead of
Okay.
calling them a pledge, they're a fag.
I mean, that's
12 dudes with powder on their face in a house screaming fag at each other. Amazing. I love that.
what more could you want?
That's so
Yeah.
much fun. I mean, that makes Liberace look straight.
As an
So,
arrow.
so basically at this time, he's like a frat bro, or I guess we'd call him a fag bro.
Everyone listening, take this out of context as much as you want. It doesn't matter anymore. We don't care. We're not even
Yeah, I
trying to
know.
build our audience anymore. We're just having fun.
Yeah. So
How dare you listen to our therapy sessions?
him and his other fags went around spending their parents' money on tons of booze and on clothes. And during the Salt Festival, which apparently they have in Eton every year to celebrate salt.
Yeah, that's good. Salt's good on things.
Sodium chloride.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a May Day celebration. It's supposed to be about fertility, and it goes back to the Middle Ages. But I don't know, salt has to do with fertility. You can't grow flowers in salt.
Okay.
George fell in love with his first sweetheart, Julius Johnstone.
Is that when he
Johnstone.
stopped being a fag?
No, he was still a fag. He's like, "Hello, lady. I am a fag. I am Buck. Buck the fag. I will
Prepare
pledge.
to be courted.
I have made a pledge to my fag master."
Can we please title the episode that?
I don't know.
So the story of Julia and George is kind of like a Maury Povich episode.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So George was 15 and had the hots for Julia, who was a year older than her, 16. Yeah. Just so
Thanks
you
for the
know,
math.
that's mad, dog.
Thanks for the math. Yeah, good job.
He claimed that they were in love, but this whole time Julia was getting boned up and down by a 30-year-old man, married man, the colonel of the 10th Light Dragoon, Josiah Cotton.
So Josiah Cotton's going town on this 16-year-old, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's 37. And you got Buck the fag kind of just standing outside the door while they're plowing with
Yeah.
a box of heart-shaped Russell Stovers going, "Oh, my Julia, you sound like a spring morning in my heart right now as you get ready so vigorously for our date."
Yeah.
And 37-year-old's like, "Fuck yeah, hurry up, I got fantasy football."
So Julia and Cotton, it was noted, were fucking everywhere on the stone staircase of Hampton Court,
Jeez.
in her sister's bed,
Get a room.
all while Cotton's wife was squirting out his 9th child.
Ain't that something back
That's a horny guy. That's like a straight-up Cotton Hill move.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but he's got the shins to like leverage his body weight onto you.
I'm gonna thrust myself on top of thee.
Well, wouldn't you know that Cotton gets Julia knocked up? This is a whole huge affair. George is all butthurt by the incident because he's like, "I love you, Julia."
But baby,
I'm turning from Buck the fag to Buck the cuck.
And of course, because this is the 18th or the 19th century, Julia's life is ruined forever. Cotton abandons her and the baby, and she is marked
my
as
God.
a fallen woman.
Damn.
At
Harsh.
age 17. Your life's over, bitch. Go
Yeah.
fucking bake bread.
Jeez. That's harsh.
But she will come back into the story a little later. But the real important part of this whole incident in George's life was that he was beat by a man in uniform.
Why?
He liked the way he dressed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be happy about this, but I am fine with it.
How did a light dragoon dress back in the day?
Right,
That's my
so
question now.
so a dragoon was a cavalryman. They wore
Non-English cavalrymen are
Yeah.
called dragoons.
they wore button-down hussar uniforms, which is again another way of calling cavalrymen, but hussar is like Germany and that area. They helped us win the war, the hussars.
Yeah.
So dragoon would wear this like button-down kind of almost like a modern-day suit, like a button-down. You kind of seen it in, I don't know, you seen like a tin soldier kind of look, right?
Yeah, like Burlington
Sure,
Coat
okay.
Factory.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right, now I got an image.
Yeah.
Mike was just in the ether for like the last 37 minutes until Tom said Burlington Coat.
It all makes sense now.
Bring you back to earth, Mike.
Yeah.
They got all the
George-
cologne at the checkout because it's an
That's how
impulse
they get
buy.
you,
Yeah.
George is like, that's what I want to be. And I want to be that guy that shitty guy that's knocking up teenage girls.
Oh.
So he was influenced by him.
Yeah, he was influenced. The only difference with George was that, I mean, maybe he had a little more sense. He was into older women and maybe dudes rather than teenage girls.
Wait. You saying
Yeah,
that maybe a
hold
fag was into dudes?
Yeah. We know that he was into women. There's a lot of debate about George's sexuality, but we know for sure that he was, at the very least, bisexual.
Could you imagine like debating that though? Like as a historian, that's like
Right.
a letter you're writing to a college to get published. Like, I just read your paper about Mr. Brummell's sexuality, and I must disagree with it, for I think he took it up the anus.
It's like the Lord Byron episode. You know what I mean? He was super bi,
Yeah.
but all of England was pretty much like, you're gay. Get out.
Also,
I get it too, like back in the day, things being more taboo like that. But you're saying that this is like a point of contention within historical figures now, or
Yes, yeah.
historians now. So it's like, oh, okay, we're still worrying about that one? Awesome. Very progressive.
and also, Cody, history predicting, we're going to be talking about Mr. Byron. So maybe he was in Byron's butt, too.
Byron's buns.
Sharon
Yeah.
Buns.
So George's last year in Eton was tough. His mother died in March of 1793, and almost exactly a year later, his father, Billy, died. So now we have George, William, and Maria, his brothers and sisters. They're left parentless. But don't think about them as some type of Mary Poppins orphan. These were spoiled rich kids. They had shit tons of money and no responsibility.
Right.
Perfect.
Hey, do you think of like if there was like an orphan today with like $10 million and totally on his own, he would just go eat at like Panera every day?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He'd be getting the bread bowl and a sandwich.
Yeah.
I do that.
A lot of carbs.
You're-
A lot of
You're
carbs.
a
I
rich
know.
kid.
I know.
Or like even 20 years ago. Like, oh my, I'm a poor orphan. Chuck E. Cheese again.
Some good pizza there, though.
Yeah, man. I want to play video games after I eat my chicken nuggets and pizza.
Take a dip in the foam pit or the ball pit.
Yeah, I want to find the other kids. Where's your parents? I don't have any. Unfortunate for you, you do have several, and you must be accounted for.
Oh, looks like you have to split your tokens with your sisters and brothers. Look at me!
Peasant.
He's just an orphan kid like that nowadays. He's in the ball pit, like making it rain with his tokens.
Everyone like me now.
Like I said, these are rich kids that now inherited a bunch of money.
Spoiled.
Hell man, I never cared for my parents anyway.
Yeah, so they had a family friend who acted as their guardian, and Billy, in the will, told him that the kids would not receive their full inheritance until they were 21. But they're still getting money. So George, who was 15 around the time, was pulled from Eton and placed into Oxford University. Because why not? I don't know. Yeah.
He seems smart enough.
Yeah.
Just do it.
He's certainly obedient.
letting that 37-year-old plow his wife or girlfriend.
Yeah. So George only lasted in Oxford for one term before he dropped out, and he convinced the executor of the will to let him use a little bit more inheritance to purchase a commission for none other than the 10th Light Dragoons.
Ooh.
God damn it.
What's that?
So a commission, back in the day, if you were rich, you could just become an officer by buying it.
Well, the
Yeah.
10th Lights, the Lagoons,
Cavalry,
We
we
were
said.
talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Besides being the most fashionable unit in the British Armed Forces, the 10th Light Dragoons were led by the next inbred in line to the royal throne, George Augustus Frederick, the Prince of Wales.
Ooh.
The only man with tits.
He was very big and fat, so yes, he had large-ass tits.
Oh, yes, come rub my tits down, not because I'm getting off on it, just because they need to move, or I'm going to get unhealthy.
I'm royalty, so you have to do it.
You must.
Yeah, Brummell knew that, he knew that the Prince of Wales was the leader of this. He's like, I want to get, in with these important, rich gentlemen in this unit.
Wants to fit in.
Right. So that's the reason why he gets this commission. He has to buy an extremely expensive uniform because, you don't get your uniform. You have to buy that. Everything's bought in the British Army back then.
So you buy all your own shit.
Yep. Your own sword, your own gun, your own uniform.
Wow.
Jeez.
If you're an officer. If you're just a
okay,
regular
okay.
guy, then they'll
That's
give
what
it
they
to
give
you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, then you just fight with straw.
Yeah.
It's safer this way.
So I talked a little bit about the 10th uniform, but this was the inspiration that this talentless moron George, this uniform drew on his inspiration for the modern suit. So I'm gonna post a little picture of what the 10th Light Dragoon looks like.
Visual aids.
Yeah. So this is their uniform.
Fancy.
Very fancy.
Yeah. So it's like a My Chemical Romance music video.
There you go. So, what are we seeing here? For the people that don't have the visual aid on their screen, we
Very
got
nice
a guy
pants.
in a black overcoat. It looks like he has mini epaulets on his shoulders,
He looks like an icebox cake.
silver striping, red cummerbund, and it looks like he's got yoga pants on. With
Yeah,
a racing stripe down the side.
Some leggings.
They're very form-fitting riding trousers.
Oh,
But they do look like yoga pants.
yes. And they've got the obligatory fuzzy, tall English
Yeah, what's that for?
headwear.
That's
the point
to
of
show
having
that they're
shit?
an officer.
They're important, Mike. Big hat means important, always.
I gotta put a big thumb in my head so they know I'm looking at them. I get to go to Dave & Buster's before you do. You're gonna have to sleep outside while I'm inside eating endless nachos.
So, Mike, all throughout history, big hat means they can arrest you.
Yeah.
Shiny
Head
hat means they
honcho.
can kill you.
Really?
And and
It's the
also
crown, Mike.
That makes sense.
and also big hat means if you are found on the battlefield, they won't kill you. They'll take you and then try to sell you back.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You'll be held
Captured.
Some type of,
captive.
special treatment, I see.
This guy in the second picture you sent, sitting on the horse, has the biggest cock I have ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. He's just holding that thing up. It's taller than his hat. It's amazing.
Pretty shiny.
Yeah, he's just holding it at the base, just squeezing it for the last 5 days. So it just keeps growing.
It's got that curve.
Riding excites me.
So
You
so
fatso. Don't look at my penis.
yeah, now George had everything he wanted. He had the uniform. He could get all the poon, and he was in this perfect womanizing environment of the 10th Light. What? What'd I do?
You didn't do anything. I actually revisited the Skype chat and saw the sea
This is the
monkeys.
second time you've done this.
No, I'm
Sea
sorry.
monkey born.
Which is relevant
Just confused
to a
everyone.
previous episode. Sorry, everyone. Yeah.
That was hot.
So we don't know when George Brummell met the Prince of Wales. It was roughly around 1793 to 1794. But the Prince of Wales was 10 years older than George. He was morbidly obese, shared the same love of partying and fashion that George Brummell had. So they
good, sir.
instantly hit it off.
Yeah.
There were also rumors that the two of them might have boned. Now, we don't know if they did. They're very, this is
got a big
the
butt, big guy,
soon-to-be
big butt.
king.
Yeah.
Soon-to-be king. Where it's kind of, if they did, it's been covered up.
They probably weren't keeping receipts.
You're the goddamn king. No one's catching the condom.
So the dragoons were stationed in the beach town of Brighton. The book I read, Beau Brummell, The Ultimate Man of Style by Ian Kelly, mentioned 3 interesting phrases that people in the time period used when they talked about these drunken army officers, and I absolutely love them.
Yes.
So
Can I
one,
guess one of
Cody.
them?
yeah, go for it.
I don't eat cucumbers like that.
That's not a Pims. So one's called a 3-bottle man.
Okay.
He's a 3-bottle man.
Get out of his way quickly.
Another one is a devil of a fellow for the ladies.
Ooh.
Devil
That's a cool one.
fellow for the ladies. Okay.
And the last one is a wild, extravagant dog.
Ooh.
Dog.
That was like a
W,
phrase they would
probably.
just say all the time.
Yes. Look at that wild, extravagant dog. Hide your daughters.
Jeez.
What was the second one again? He's a fellow with moxie in order to find himself a vagina to splash inside it.
I mean, well paraphrased, sir.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's a real fucker.
Slang back then?
Yeah. Basically, all that Brummell and his army fucks did were just drink in Brighton. They never actually were deployed. This was like a good period for George Brummell to join because it was right after the American Revolution and right before the Napoleonic War. So there wasn't really anything happening.
He's just chilling.
They basically sat at Coney Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ate hot
That's what
dogs.
it was. Brighton is like
Under
a
the
gray
docks.
version of Coney Island, and their version of a freak was a 16-year-old with a baby.
Yeah, so the 10th actually did suffer something that they called battle fatigue. And this was just serious outbreaks of venereal disease.
Oh, battle fatigue.
I've been
Can
to
we bring
battle
that
all
back?
night.
Yeah. We need to bring that back.
Yeah.
Just call standard, like, STIs battle fatigue.
Going to war.
He's a bit fatigued. I don't know if you want to go home with him.
We'll double back in very big detail on George's specific battle fatigue.
Very big detail.
Yeah, big detail. That's Russian. Big
Yeah,
detail
big
on
detail.
this one. You're gonna want to
Yeah,
stick
big
around
detail.
for big details I got for you.
So, Brummell, probably wasted, did suffer a battle wound when he fell off his horse during a parade and broke his nose.
The last 2 subjects you've done for Roast Mortem, Travis, involve falling off of horses. What's going on?
I don't know. Fucking guys that are drunk love to ride horses. I know when I'm drunk, if there was a horse, like if we were partying in a field or something, I saw a horse, a
You
wild
wouldn't
horse.
be partying in a field.
I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm going to try to jump on that.
You would get your lower jaw kicked off of your fucking skull.
I don't know if I mentioned it already. Brummell was a super attractive, handsome man.
Oh, no.
And his crooked nose only added to his look. He's one of those guys that's like, oh, he's got a crooked nose. He's like
he's
a little
got
bit hard.
character.
I know a really beautiful looking man with a slightly crooked nose. He had it altered to look like that. A model example of how to look. Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh, okay. So it's a real person. I see.
Oat milk, guys. I think oat milk. That's you gotta bathe in oat milk.
Is that his code name? Oh, it's his regiment.
It's one. Yeah, it's part of his secret.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So here's Brummell, and he's 18 years old. He's drinking buddies and probably Eskimo brothers or even more with the heir to the British throne. And the Prince of Wales is under very immense pressure to marry since his father, King George III, was completely out of his mind.
Okay.
yeah.
Makes sense.
The guy during the Revolution was fucking crazy, the king, George III.
Yeah, that's why they lost.
Yeah.
He was just very confident. Dirty Americanos? No, thank you.
What do you mean scissors beats paper? Fuck this game.
So the prince had hoes in different postal codes.
Oh,
As
lovely.
they say in the UK. But his main squeeze was Maria Fritzebert.
And how big was her dick?
Her dick was humongous.
Wow.
She was actually illegally married to the prince in 1785. It was an approved marriage. And his other squeeze was the Lady of Jersey, like the island, not.
Guys, just how many fucking times do we have to do this? Stay away from ladies from Jersey.
It's
Stay away
hard
from the movie
not
Jersey
to.
Girl.
Yeah. I know they're nice. They look appealing. The spray tan, once you get closer, it starts peeling.
Oh,
So,
Or melts
you're wearing
off.
Spanx.
yeah. No thanks.
So the Lady of Jersey might have been a good fit, but she wasn't influential enough for the court, the royal court. So the royal court picked Princess Caroline Amelia Elizabeth of Germany.
Fine.
Oh, wow.
She was set to marry the Prince of Wales. She was 6 years younger than the prince, but think of her almost as Prince Fiona from Shrek, because she never
She was
washed.
hot.
She never washed. She ate raw onions and would crack vulgar jokes.
Oh, it just sounds like my kind of woman, then.
That's a party.
Yeah. She sounds like a lady Wario.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you say, imagine Fiona from Shrek, okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking the hot version of her, not the ogre version of her.
Either way, if it's either one, she's digital.
Yeah. Well, this is a digital German.
Right.
That
digital
eats onions.
German lady. So even though they're portraying that she smells bad, come on, we know that fucking computers don't smell at all. It's just going to be fine.
Yeah,
Those stink lines aren't real.
When the Prince of Wales met his soon-to-be bride, he asked Brummell to quickly get him some brandy. Caroline
Who's Brandy?
Caroline in French asks, why does the prince behave like this? I think he's very fat and nothing as handsome as his portrait.
You're nothing like your pictures.
Oh, shit. So
She roasted him.
his portrait artist was like the first Instagram filter. is
Yeah.
what you're saying. Wow.
Yeah. He was like,
That's cool.
she got catfished.
They both got catfished. Because he
Well,
was
yeah.
probably like, oh, it's a pretty sweet deal. She's German, so big
Princess,
knockers,
yeah.
knows how to make a pretzel.
Yeah.
Shows
So-
up with a bunch of onions.
No joke there.
Yeah, no. But then all of a
It's
sudden
very
she shows
hot.
up, it's like, you fucking smell. You smell, bitch. And she goes, well, you smell too, fatso. Piece of shit. Immediately just cracking vulgar jokes. Everyone's real nervous because they're royalty. So no one's going to laugh, but it's probably very funny.
So anyway, the two of them get married, and the Prince of Wales insists that our boy, George Brummell, be his best man. Now, this is weird because he's a nobody. He's not like a royal. It's not like a duke or duchess. He's just some guy that looks cool.
Some gay. Okay.
And everyone's like, who is this dude? But they are stunned by how damn well he dressed and how sexy he was.
Oh, I heard he used to be a fag.
You said you'd stop with these jokes.
Just asking for it.
So during the whole ceremony and reception, the prince was blackout drunk.
As you do.
But they consummated that shit. And the next morning, the prince told George that when he got naked for Caroline, she said in French, "Mon Dieu, que les gros,"
What does that mean?
Okay.
which means it could be interpreted two ways. It could be, "My God, it's huge," or "My God, he's so fat."
It's probably the second one.
Yeah, probably the second one.
His penis probably sank into his body quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I know what it's like to drink a lot. Yeah. If he's drinking full bottles of brandy and getting fucking blackout drunk on flower night, you're done.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Are you dying, Travis?
I got spit in the wrong tube.
How'd it get in your urethra?
Yeah, that's what it is. All right. So, the prince also said this about his experience with touching their two goopy bits together.
Yeah.
He said that she showed such marks of filth, both fore and hind parts of her, that she turned my
and
stomach.
hind.
And from that point on, I vowed to never touch her again.
Damn.
Great, and that's day one of the marriage. This is going to go
Good.
well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? But that night, he knocked her up. So, whatever. We've got married.
Lucky.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Well, he
look
just
at
bought
this.
himself 9 months. I'm just
Yeah.
imagining their lovemaking looking something like two slightly melted candles being rubbed together,
Yeah.
like with a hair in between it.
Oh man.
I like how the guy said, like, oh, this lady, like, turned my stomach, but he still toughed it out.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, if they're pregnant,
Yeah, he did it.
still, he was just like, oh, I'll do it anyway.
He was also blackout.
Wow.
He must have put a dowel in his dick. But you know what it's like when you're about to gag and you are
splint.
gagging and throwing up. You're kind of like humping anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be confused for, like, sex sounds.
I came.
He just keeps going. Like,
I still got to throw up. Wow, he's really fucking through this one, isn't he? He doesn't want to, but he's
yeah, the
doing it.
servants are outside just listening. Like,
Someone should get her off of him. He's gonna blow up.
Isn't just coming throwing up out of your dick?
No, it's not. It's nothing like
Yeah,
that.
it is. So,
I mean, I feel great for both of
sometimes
those.
you throw up and you feel good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel great when I throw up.
Yeah, I don't feel like I just came though. This is too.
You've been
different.
doing it wrong then.
I guess I've been coming all kinds of weird.
Yeah.
Because
So,
I know my throwing up is on point.
so with the prince now a husband and father, Brummell began to lose interest in being in the 10th Dragoons. Besides, being a commissioned officer was really expensive. So in this position, it meant that people like the gentlemen that bought the commissions had to steadily, keep putting money into their commission, upgrading their
Right.
uniform every time they got promoted. And this wasn't the type of money that George had. He was an orphan trust fund baby. There was no extra money coming in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nothing's limitless.
Yeah. So the 10th was re-stationed to Manchester, and Brummell was like, fuck, I'm not going to Manchester. I quit.
Oh,
What's
that's
in Manchester?
Yeah.
What's in Manchester that he wanted to avoid so bad?
Bunch of Manx.
I can't tell if that was a racist slur or not.
Smart. Kind of.
Yeah.
In a fun way.
So in 1799, George turns 21, and now he inherited the modern equivalent of 2.5 million pounds.
Holy shit.
That's a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
you
he-
can put a down payment on a small house in Nassau.
Or a Jeep Wrangler.
I am dried up right now. I really am.
Patreon.com.
Yes, please keep me
Slash
on the road.
Postmortemcast.
I need at least $500-600 a month just to cover my gas expenses.
Yes, there's tens of millions of African children going to bed sober every night. But keep Tom on the fucking road.
Keep me on the road, dude. I'll pull. If you're pulled over on the side of the road with your taillights up, you need me to help you change your tire. I'm not going to do it, but you'll see me cruising.
So what is
You'll
what
tell
is-
him how to do it.
What does George do? He buys an apartment on 4 Chesterfield Street in London and begins his life as an influencer.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
He
Lucky.
becomes the king of the dandies.
Dandies.
God damn it.
I just love that insult.
It's
Like,
not
you
a
fucking dandy.
a dandy-
To me, it is.
yeah, no, a dandy at the time was not an insult. What is a dandy?
Either was fag.
Yeah. So it was a
We're just in bizarro world right now.
It was so a dandy was a fashionable gentleman that really
yeah.
had nothing other going on in their life besides blowing their money on clothes, going to operas, plays, and partying into the wee hours of the morning.
Yes, and thanks to Capital One credit cards, everyone thinks they are dandies today.
2% cash back.
Right. So, to quote a writer at the time, Thomas Carlyle, from his book *The Dandical Body*, a dandy is heroically consecrated in this one object: the wearing of clothes wisely and well, so that as others dress to live, he lives to dress.
Oh,
Very
fuck
hip.
him.
Well, I guess this is who we're talking about tonight.
Yeah,
Right.
good.
So I'm going to borrow kind of the format from the source I mentioned before. And instead of going chronologically through George's life, or as he's now called, Beau, I'm I'm going to go through his daily routine in detail just to show how much of a piece of shit he is.
I'm gonna hate this because like
Can't
I
wait.
literally just fart out of my bed, take a shit, and then I'm just ready for the day. Like that's all I do, and this guy's gonna be like, and then I use my 9th aftershave.
Beau would wake up around 10 or 11-ish after a late night out every night. His manservant would be busy downstairs preparing his daily morning routine, cooking a light breakfast. And one thing I want to mention is what's like the most modern tool that an influencer has today?
A microwave.
Ladle.
A GoPro.
GoPro, close. But like if you're in one of the apps, something that is going to
Drone.
get to your shit as fast as possible.
An Uber.
The story, sir. Where you just
I don't use
Fine.
it.
You
I don't
constantly-
even know what that is.
Yeah.
Or
What is that?
it's the story or a Snapchat, something that's like up to the moment.
Oh, instant?
You know exactly what they're doing right
Twitter.
now.
Yeah, a very sad way to live.
Right.
Posting on Twitter and stuff like that.
Really, people just constantly need to see what these really important people are doing all the time so they know what to buy.
Of course.
But there's no social media in the 19th century. So, by the time Beau was up, there was already a line of gentlemen lining up around the block waiting
you
for him
fucking
to arise from his bed.
Oh.
There's people waiting for him to wake up.
Yeah.
Where did they all
He's like a
come
hype
from?
beast.
These are just people who like the way he looked.
Yes.
He's like a modern day hype beast.
Yeah.
Well, old time hype beast. Where people looked up to him, they like want to dress like him.
Fuck
They're
is
like,
a
see
hype
those-
beast, Mike.
All those people that dress kind of like the same. They all wear like the same like high end clothing. They all like make the same videos on YouTube about like the same clothes. I don't know. Like how like high end. I like
Yeah, like he's wearing Supreme and shit.
yeah. Like so you see someone wear Supreme and you want to go wear it because they're wearing it.
So
I mean, you're not
okay.
wrong.
yeah. So at this point, Beau would signal to his manservant to let a small crowd of them into his house. And then he made his way to his changing room. Beau was obsessed with cleanliness. At this time, men's cologne and perfume was in vogue to mask the doo-doo smells that was London.
Fine.
Didn't
But-
have Axe body spray back then.
But Beau wore none of it. He thought that natural scents were the way forward, and his secret was taking a hot bath twice a day.
Well, I actually think more people should take hot baths twice a day.
Actually, it was 2 hot baths twice a day because the first bath was in hot milk and he'd use a coarse horse brush hair to exfoliate his skin, and then he would
Oi.
take a normal bath.
Wow.
What a sicko.
Yeah, I mean,
So just lactose-based baths from the get-go.
Just drinking the milk in the bathtub too at the same time.
Don't do that, Mike.
He'd be taking these baths all while a group of men watched on. These men were called the Dandical Body. And
No.
yeah, and they watched and listened to Beau trinkle out his beauty tips.
Oh, I feel a poop coming on. Does anyone want to follow me into the bathroom and watch me wipe?
So another secret to his good smell was that every few days he'd have all of his linens, his bed linens and clothes, driven 50 miles by coach out to the countryside to air dry.
Damn.
All right.
That's luxury.
what an asshole. It's just like there's a field right there. It doesn't smell that much.
Yeah, right?
Yes, but that air is stinky air, Thomas.
Some say.
Still naked, he would begin his shaving routine. He was a smooth boy, very smooth.
Ah.
Cock and balls?
He would, I would think so. I would think so, sir. He's like a baby boy. He
The
would
purest form is a newborn child, and I aim to replicate this. The scent of a mother's vagina.
he would use a tweezer to get to loose hairs.
Pull it on the gooch with a tweezer.
Yeah,
Fucking probably hurt.
yeah.
Where's your
bro.
brain go there?
That's the most sensitive spot. Maybe your balls are too, but the gooch. I don't know.
Woo. So then he would get dressed. Then he would get dressed in his 10th Light Dragoon influenced suit, which we'll double back to in a sec. But here's where the real meat and the reason why other guys were here to see him was that Beau would do his neck cloth. Now, neck cloth is like the precursor of a necktie. And there were many
Yeah.
different special ways to tie them. But the trick was to make them look like you didn't really tie them, like they were messy, intentionally like kind of fucked up. And I'll post a picture of different types of ways to tie a neck cloth.
Kind of like curving the brim of a hat, even though that's not cool nowadays.
Oh shit.
Too much effort has been put into this infographic.
Yeah, neck clothitania.
God, I fucking hate tying ties. This is the guy who invented it.
Yeah, so this neck cloth became the tie.
Look at the Napoleon. It's just wrapped. There's nothing
Loose.
to
It's
it.
very loose. Yeah.
So you're saying that a bunch of guys would come over to see how to not do something right?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, YouTube, what's going on? Just wanted to show you how I put this thing on my neck. But first, let me present today's sponsor. NordVPN will make it so your neighbors can't find out what kind of neckties you're wearing. Okay, now on to the show. But before I do that, I'm going to paint my nails a different color for no reason at all.
Yeah.
I hate YouTube so much right now. Everything I watch, it's all misleading. I want to find out how to reset something on a device or whatever. I just fucking YouTube it. And it's like, okay, here's a 5-minute video. I just skip to the end because it's all garbage. And
How'd you
everything
do that for 5 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. And if you watch the 5 minutes, they just waste your time with like, I was using my iPad and my daughter had been watching Netflix on it and she was logged into her account. So that's why I'm going to show you how to put a mailbox in the front of your house.
Hit the bell.
Yeah.
Ding the bell.
I love those videos.
Just remember to like and subscribe, guys. Hey, what's going on? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I hate YouTube so much. So much wasted man hours in that.
All right. So around at this point of his Instagram story, right? So now we're reaching around 12 o'clock, around noon.
Yeah, reaching.
He was done with his morning routine. It was time for him to hit the town.
Good.
Now, Brummell, he'd be seen out with one of his many walking sticks that he collected. And he would head over to the West End of London. There, he would visit many of his favorite tailors. And back in the day, remember, a tailor was specialized in one particular article of clothing. It wasn't like a tailor today where you'd be like, I don't know, I need my super. It's like, this is a hat guy. This is the fucking legs guy.
Yeah, and they get
This
really
is
irate when
dick
you
guy.
ask the hat guy for help on pants.
Hey, I told you not to show up here with those gloves that got fingers on them. I specialize in fingerless gloves. I've told you that before. Now get the fuck out of my store. Fingerless
Damn.
gloves only.
Mad disrespect.
Beau Brummell.
Just
Had
say Beau,
a-
dude.
He made it work.
Beau! Beau had what they called a classical body.
He had style.
That meant that he was proportioned to the Greek and Roman statues of antiquity.
Oh, good.
Yes.
The ones that have the testicles at the same height just because they have OCD with symmetry.
Right. So he was around 6'2", naturally slim, and hair cut short in a Roman fashion.
Oh, like me.
Yeah, like you.
There you go.
Yeah. So he had his suits fashioned in a way that exaggerated the male attributes. So broad shoulders, the male V shape,
Good.
right? As I mentioned before, he used this Hussar uniform, the 10th Light Dragoons, and Brummell's suits were like that, but they didn't feature the silver braiding that we saw before, like that weird flare
Yeah.
and the epaulets. It was more of just the suit.
He's wearing those
without
leggings.
Yeah, and the
It's
leggings.
cheaper, man. He was probably thinking about cost. He had a little bit of that going in the back of his mind, Oh, it's not cool anymore to have those braiding bits on it. They also cost, a lot of pounds.
Yeah.
Cut them off the suit, make it look like a fashion statement. Ba-bing, ba-bam, you're getting paid to do less.
Yeah, and he'd have different suits for different parts of the day. Usually, he started with a brighter coat in the morning with slacks,
fucking dick.
and then towards the end of the night, he'd change into something that more resembled a tux for outings.
Just alone in his house.
At what point during the day did he put the ball gag in?
That was very late at night.
Yeah.
One of his tailors, because the tailors were the people that were actually creating things, invented darting, which, if you've ever seen those pleats in the back of a suit, that's what darting is. And that just basically makes you look more V-shaped. Of course, Brummell is given the credit for darting, but the real inventor was the tailor that invented it.
Right.
Another big thing was Brummell's bulge. So
Yes.
these tight riding trousers created quite a large built area for his sausage roll.
Okay.
Right.
And Brummell's fashion was often thought to be immoral because people said that it was designed to appeal to the ladies.
I mean, of course.
Okay.
Obviously, being a tailor, you'd want Beau to have to come to your business because once Beau shopped there, it was guaranteed that droves and droves of dandies would be coming to get fit in the same style at your
He's
shop.
setting the trends.
Boo.
Here's a look into what this style looked like, and we're actually going to have a little bit of a guy that
That's
we know
a dandy.
here. That's a dandy, and this is Lord Byron who dressed in that style, and we've got this guy, dandy.
Yes.
Small head.
Is that all you
Yeah,
got?
that one guy has a really small head.
No, both of them.
Yeah.
All of them do.
Yeah,
Byron looks all right, but Byron looks like he's been up all night.
he probably has.
Yeah.
But you could see how that's kind of like a modern suit today. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
different, but
I mean, it's like a modern suit with the vest and everything, but the pants are just made out of pillowcases.
yeah. So, building these suits and having them tailored meant some hefty bills. And Brummell didn't work, so he was just riding off of that $2.5 million. And if you think about it, you could easily burn through $2.5 million, just by buying, if you're a lazy idiot and you buy designer clothes every day.
I feel like
get-
he'd worn each one like just twice and then just like gave it to the horses.
Look, I'm betting if you sent me $2.5 million today, like right now, by next week's recording, I would have like $1,000 in my bank account.
Yeah.
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 Why not? I mean, I have a house and shit, and then I would get, by the following year, I would be out of the house because I wouldn't have paid any of the bills.
Right.
So this is where what kind of begins to happen with Beau is he starts to rack up these crazy tabs with all these tailors, and then he starts to try to gamble to pay them off.
That's not a good idea.
And
I mean,
and when he couldn't pay the tailors off, he'd come back with them with some excuse and say that their clothes were out of fashion, and then move on to another tailor.
Oh, and that's his fault. Why? God damn
Yeah.
it. Piece of shit.
So along with clothes, Beau collected books, poetry, and snuff boxes.
Snuff boxes.
Think of it kind of like how the Zoomers are blowing or I don't even know if it's fashion anymore, like blowing fat clouds.
yeah.
Snuff was all the rage. Dandies
Oh.
rejected the cigar-smoking gentlemen of the past decades and started to snort tobacco up their nose.
Oh my god.
Good stuff.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, so oftentimes you'd see these dandies with their heads pointed up, looking all smug and shit. And they would actually walk around like that because when they lowered their head, brown sludge would drip
Ew.
out of their nose.
Oh, that's fucking
That
great.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who thought of that? We're like, oh, this is a good idea.
Well, you know what? I see a missed opportunity that just never happened. We needed that tailor to come up with the man diaper. or the upper lip diaper. Yes, just something to wrap here. Make it look like a
Wrap it
mustache.
around.
Don't be an old smoking fatty or a young drippy boy. Get yourself a mustache diaper.
A mustachio.
Got
So
your
after
booties.
racking up the bills, it was time to head to the park. So dressed in his new outfit, his carriage would arrive at Hyde Park, or as they called a certain section of Hyde Park, they'd call Rotten Row.
Fine.
A lot of stinking people there, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, this was kind of like an outdoor beer garden for high society, where they could drink and press the ladies with their bulges and their paints.
Oh, okay.
And here's where Beau probably met Lord Byron, who was a few years younger than Beau.
Yes, many bulges pressed against that man.
Yeah.
I saw his bulge from across the alleyway, and I had to talk to him. I simply had to talk to him.
Instant
Yeah,
friend.
so-
We became bed friends that night.
Yes.
So Beau was a huge dandy fanboy. He was one of those guys lining up on his doorstep. And oftentimes when you see pictures of Byron, he'd be sporting the neck cloth look, but it'd be extra loose because he's so fucking
He
artistic.
likes showing off his neck. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also there where Beau got the hots and maybe for many women and maybe banged out on a tree or something. I don't know. One of the big ones was Georgiana, Duchess of Devonshire.
Sounds important.
I know it well.
Yeah. Like I said, Beau had the hots for older ladies, and Georgia was 21 years his senior.
Yep.
So she was like a 40-something-ish. You know,
milk.
known him since he was a schoolboy. She was also married, of course, and there was a
Perfect.
hot and heavy affair that lasted for years. Beau wrote shitty poetry to her, and, you know, as you do back then.
As he does.
But so there you go. He's boning in Hyde Park. So next time any of you Londoners are out there and you lay next to a tree in Hyde Park, your ancestors probably fucked on that tree.
Ain't that something?
I don't know about your ancestors directly, as you are not royal scum, but
Yeah. Your ancestors.
I don't know why I've never thought of this before. We could start spelling boner, Beauner.
Yeah.
Look at that. Boner.
Oh, I love that.
Boner.
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 X in there if you want.
A boner.
Books now.
That's a good tattoo. Anyone gets that tattoo, suing you.
Yeah, it's a belly rocker that just has an arrow that points down.
Boner. What is that? Latin? No, it's Italian.
So when Beau wasn't spending his afternoons in the park, he would head out to a dandy club. Now, think of a dandy club as the series Snuffbox, which I told you guys to watch parts of.
Oh, I love that
Yes.
show. It's great.
Yeah, so pretty much they're making fun of these dandy clubs. It was a private lounge where men could just hang out all day, discuss politics, eat, gamble, and Beau was part of a
Sounds
few
like
of
fun.
these clubs.
Yeah, it's just a good place to get away from the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though, by all rights, you were a royal man and could put her in the basement at any time with no repercussion.
She wouldn't like that, though.
No, you'd hear about it later.
So here's where we can see George's real fashionista cattiness come out.
Good.
It was said that he once told a lord who had this extremely expensive coat that it was no more than a coat than it is a cauliflower.
Was that an insult?
Yeah, apparently
guess.
he's never eaten
Good.
a vegetable
That's what I'm-
before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mike, if you have to ask, like, was that an insult? It's not a good insult. Like, if it doesn't sting and immediately
Yeah.
hurt, someone fucked up somewhere.
That's like a neutral comment to him.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you get your coat? LL Beanbag?
Oh, yes.
I can't tell if that hurt.
Another time when his brother was visiting London, he told him to take the back alleys to the tailors before visiting him at this dandy club.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That was rude of him.
Yeah.
And remember, back alleys in London is where you, like, get
Sketchy.
your fucking Sweeney Todd, your dick hole out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Sweeney Tippett.
Sweeney Rod.
Yeah. Betting was a huge part at these clubs, and people would bet on everything. The outcomes of wars to deaths.
It's a hard one.
There were also dedicated gambling rooms where they played a proto version of blackjack, which I didn't write the name down, but it was similar to blackjack.
Called Jack.
Just
There
Jack.
was there was only the only rules about these gambling rooms was that you couldn't get served food in them. There was a special eating room for
Ooh.
eating food.
Greasy
Okay.
fingers.
So yeah, if you,
Oh, I
couldn't
know where
just-
this is going.
Yeah, you couldn't just eat a leg of lamb while you're sitting at the blackjack table. You had to go to the dining room. So, at this dandy club, Brooks and White, which Brummell was part of, and one of his friends, who was a real degenerate, had him prepare pulled chicken between two pieces of bread
Ah, good.
so he could keep gambling while he ate. And this degenerate was none other than the Earl of Sandwich.
No way.
Look at him. Yeah.
It sounds like
yeah.
a joke, but that's a real thing.
That's crazy.
Yo, if
Yeah.
that family collected royalties on sandwiches,
How would you do that, though?
I don't know, but dude, I'd be going after Subway. I'd be going after
yeah.
Quiznos. You got Jimmy John's. You guys are done. Jersey Mike's. I'm taking
Got it.
I'm taking half of that business. My degenerate great grandfather made you, bitch.
Hamburger?
Now go get me a meatball
Burgers.
plum that I'm gonna rename into a sticky boy.
Sticky boy, please. One sticky boy.
Foot-long sticky boy.
It's like 6 cents.
Yeah. Oh man.
So, by evening time, Beau had changed into his nightwear, which was that proto-tux look that I talked about.
Good.
Now it was time for the theater, or even fancier, the opera. So, because he was dressed the best in London, and London was a filthy, filthy place, he would often have his sedan chair, which is basically one of those little tiny boxes where two dudes carry it. You know, like there's a guy in front and there's a guy in back, and like,
Really?
Is that what a sedan is called a sedan for?
I guess so.
So like you say sedan chair, I'm like, what? They take the front seat of a Ford Focus or something?
No, I think the Ford Focus is meant to be two men just carrying you.
Focusing. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I
So-
like
That's
it.
a fucking luxury right there.
Yes, so he'd have his sedan chair bring him straight into the theater as to not get any mud on his clothes.
My God, what a prima donna.
It's just like driving your car right into the fucking movie theater.
Yeah, imagine that guy if that dude had an iPhone. Oh
I'd be
god.
the worst person.
Hey guys, watch me put on makeup.
Changing into my night suit. You know?
So now, Brummell always was able to score a box, which were those little booths
Nice.
that Lincoln
Oh.
was capped in the back of the head, you know, up in when you're watching a theater.
VIP seats. Got it.
Yeah.
So you're talking that the two men driving the sedan would have to do it upstairs?
Yeah.
I like driving the sedan. Yeah.
Usually dandies and other gentlemen attended the theater for anything but the performance. This was where they'd line up their night with some high quality street women.
Okay.
So
What?
they would often these women prostitutes would be seated near the front or in the boxes and would be scanning the audience looking for dudes that are ogling them.
Why'd you call them street women then?
Well, because they're street women. They're off the street now. They're inside of the zone.
This is the birthplace of the modern day Hollywood whore.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're playing roast mortem through a fucking Zune, we're suddenly not Zune casters.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to be a Zune caster.
Well, I mean, it's fine. Look, either way, it's like, you know, they're out there like, oh man, that one has all 10 fingers, 9 toes, not bad. Let me see her smile. Yes, that's half of the front teeth. I'll take her.
Perfect.
Yeah. So they'd be sitting there pointing them out, and there was actually hired messengers that would run around and deliver these coy messages to and from the ladies and the men.
Wow.
So it was basically like manually texting someone. Like these jackasses were just texting during the movie.
Shit, I'm out of a pen. You know what? Just tell that woman I'd like to come in her.
Straight to the point.
Yeah. And during
Wow.
during intermission, these ladies would often strip in the lobby while men
sweet.
threw bills at them.
Like a strip club.
This is high
Why
society.
is that familiar? Oh, yeah.
This is high society, yeah. This is
I'm
class.
just imagining, like, you have to hire a scribe, and you just be like, my boy, send that one a lithograph of my penis post-haste. And, like, the little scribe has to just...
Yes, and then send the other boy to go get some lasagna from the buffet for me.
So, yeah, the intermission also acted as a time where the dudes who were, you know, manually texting with these chicks could maybe finger blast them or arrange where they were going afterwards. Right?
Oh,
Damn.
So after the show, they would head to another club. But this club was where both men and women were allowed. Because these dandy clubs, it was only men. This is a dude sausage party, right? Now they go to a different club, like one like Carlton's House or the Almac Assembly Room, where the men and the women could hang out.
Oh, thank God. Now that all the small talk is over with.
yeah. This
Yeah.
is just complicated.
So now shit got real weird. The drinking and gambling was kicked up 1,000%. And hold your breath, there was waltzing.
Hot.
Hot sexual waltzing.
Yeah, man. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I never got it.
Yeah, the waltz was all the craze. And of course, Beau, was great at it. You know, he would just practice.
course.
He'd practice his fucking waltzing nonstop. Okay, you think like, all right, this is very stuffy English, but it got worse. It got more kinky after that. You know, there was orgies that would break out. There were these events called Cyprian balls.
Cyprian balls.
Yeah, Cyprian balls.
Like cypress balls or
Yeah,
something?
like
We've all
Cypress
had
balls.
Prian balls.
So this was where all attendants were required to be naked except for one fig leaf. And you think, oh,
That
the
sucks.
fig leaf. You think, oh, the fig leaf is on their junk.
Yeah.
No, it was on their face.
Yeah. I was going to say.
This is a secret society right here.
Yeah.
This gets in, man. This is the Knights Templar shit. This is like Order of the Snake, Brotherhood of the Snake stuff.
Exactly.
Big,
So-
hard snakes.
So Beau actually organized one of these sexual masquerades in 1813. Beau was best friends with the finest madame in London, Harriet Wilson, and none other than his first-time love, Julia Johnstone. That's right.
She's back.
The fallen
Oh, wow.
woman became one of the biggest courtesans in London.
Well, you know how she got up again? She wore stilts. Only woman jiggling on stilts.
Yeah.
Ah, look at me. Come on, everybody. Won't you do the conga?
I like her. She's fun.
That was George Brummell's day. That was George Brummell's day. Beau Brummell.
Wow.
Just say, Beau, dude, why are you doing this to yourself?
This
You
was
can
Beau's...
barely read. Just
I
cut
can't
it.
read.
Beau is in the house. Beau is in the house.
Oh, Beau's in the house. All
Right,
So
Beau,
this was
that's who we're talking
Beau's
about.
day. This was
Sounds like a
Beau's
pretty-
day.
Pretty
He'd
fun
wake
day,
up.
you know?
Yeah, he'd wake up thousands of pounds in the hole, and he'd start it up and do it all again.
At least he looked nice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like drug addict levels of throwing cash away
Yeah.
and time wastage, I feel. You know, it's like you feel great, but you killed an entire day and you're in debt.
It's true.
It does have to get boring after a while. It's probably great to do,
Yeah,
but
like,
not over and over again.
yeah, like treat yourself like 10 times a fucking year.
Look, I love
yeah.
shrimp. I can't eat shrimp every day.
No.
Well, he's probably never experienced like hard times, I guess, so like, he doesn't know what the other side's like.
Well, I would
Doesn't
say that
value
you
it.
just hit the old bow nail on the fat head.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, Mike, because
Not
shit
a
is
single
going
hard
to
time.
take a turn.
History predicting Mike.
Sound fucking third eye's open, yeah.
Yeah, you're like third eye blind, but not. And then you got
away from
every
that
day morning
ledge.
there's a door that's a chillin' and the door's on my weekends hit. Shut Mike's door. Open his door.
Yeah,
Behind that door.
this is what Mike gets for smoking all that gas station DMT.
Yeah, you know. Someone's gotta do it.
Third eye blind open.
All right, so listen up, influencers, because here's where we hear about Beau's slow decline into syphilis.
Ow.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
My favorite historical downfall.
Yeah, so
It's funny.
we talk about syphilis a lot, but we're going to go into the details of the slow progression.
We haven't done that yet,
Yeah.
have we?
And Beau
job,
is
Travis.
Beau is the perfect example of the slow progression into syphilitic madness. So, first of all, the historian the Ian Kelly, the guy who wrote this book, mentions that it was impossible for Beau to be 100% gay, homosexual, because the only way you could contract syphilis was from a vagina.
Okay.
Well,
So-
okay, not true, because this guy's probably not sexually experienced enough to see where things land in group orgies.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Zoom, where are we going? What?
Whoa,
He's got one of those wacky dicks.
Didn't mean to throw my
Left
cock
turn.
in that thing. You might have to watch that out later, because it was in my friend Brian's asshole.
Yeah. So, what does syphilis do? Well, it rots your body and your mind, and it's a
Really?
very slippery slope downwards. So
It is a slippery slope disease.
Yeah.
The other ones, you deteriorate. It kills you over time. You know, AIDS is a rough one. Cancer's bad, all that shit. But this is a slippery slope
Yeah.
because it was
Okay.
fixable.
Well, not at the time. I
No,
mean, we'll
but-
go into some of the ways they fixed it back then. Fixed it.
Wigs.
So the first thing you'd notice was a tiny little painless chancer, little spot on your dick, little spot
Yep.
on your dick.
Okay.
Canker?
So after 5 to 12 weeks later, Beau would have had a fever and noticed a copper-colored rash on his palms and the soles of his feet.
Ooh.
Yeah. At this at this point, he'd be like, "Fuck, I've got the clap or pox," because back then they didn't know the difference between gonorrhea and syphilis. They thought they were the same disease, just in different stages.
Yes. It's all the same stuff. You get it from eating bad goat. We know. We've been there.
So Beau would have to see a doctor. So there was one popular doctor in London, which was located at Miss Phillips' warehouse on Half Moon Street.
Okay. Look at that. Off the I-20.
Come on down to Miss Phillips' warehouse. We'll get those palms looking normal flesh color any day now. Don't worry about them copper palms.
Wholesale.
So there, Miss Phillips would have given you a sheep gut condom, a bunch of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And some concoction of mercury, arsenic, and iodine pills.
All helpful.
And some soothing almond oil for those copper rashes.
Okay.
No.
It's good to know that people knew their stuff back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Science, where is it? Science all down the tubes right now.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
Yeah.
Earth's not flat. It's not round. It's just it's a weird bumpy shape. It's kind of giraffe-ish.
The giraffe model?
Yeah, the
I like
giraffe
that.
model. I mean, that's what truth is. But anyway, continue.
That was a sphere.
Yeah. So syphilis was actually really easy to hide for many years. Basically, you could cover up the rashes with clothes, and the mercury treatments, both topical and oral, suppress the symptoms, but they would also add things like making you go insane.
Yeah. It's like one of those things where it's just like you look at the acne medicine and it says side effects may include death, and you're just like, well, I do break out a lot.
Dude, that Accutane fucked up a lot of people.
Yeah,
that
really?
shit is really bad, man. Yeah, I got a buddy who had really bad acne when he was in his teens, and they put him on that, and then out of nowhere he has to shit. He has to know where a bathroom is all the time. He has like the worst colon now. He's got colitis. Yeah, from that.
And it's all from Accutane?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and I feel so bad for the dude. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I hope he's doing better. I asked him if he wanted to go to a show with me. He's just like, I don't know if I can because I gotta be able to know if I can shit.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
I remember
that's
like Zantac. Remember that drug? That'll give you fucking cancer now. That was a heartburn drug. Yeah. You remember the fucking commercials for that? It's just like a fireman like just shows up and just like hoses down a burning heart.
Oh my God.
It's like Zantac 75. And they're like cancer, just cancer now.
cancer.
Oh god.
Baby powder, that'll give you cancer now.
Baby powder? Oh God.
We haven't progressed that much. I mean, they're still giving you fucking mercury pills.
You just don't know it.
You just don't know it.
It's the mercury of yesteryear.
Yeah.
Neo Mercury.
So it's hard to pinpoint when Beau actually contracted syphilis, but by 1816 he was exhibiting outward symptoms.
Okay, so we don't know. Well, I can
gross.
tell you when he was having sex.
Yeah, when he was
Yeah,
balls
right.
deep in someone, whether by accident or by choice.
With that lifestyle, who knows?
God.
Yeah. So the next stages of syphilis, which also could have been contributed to the fact that most people were ingesting poison or heavy metal, was reckless behavior, self-loathing, addiction like gambling, mood swings, lethargy, to mania, and a crazy bipolar horniness.
Oh.
Yeah, people went from feeling disgusted in themselves and grossed out by the thought of sex to wanting to fuck anything that moved.
So these are some of the finest qualities you can find in U.S. politicians today.
Yeah, weird.
Like, we should check them all for syphilis.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Penis inspection, sir.
Yeah. Come on, whip it out. We're progressive. Let me see those labias.
Oh, they're dangling a little low.
Do your labes hang low? Anyway.
Pull out
So-
a protractor.
Yeah, there was this dude named Guy Maupassant who was... Yeah, he was a naturalist in the late
Very good.
19th century, which I really kind of want to double back to this dude because he sounds fucking nuts. But he described the euphoric syphilitic sex benders that he would have. He would go out and bang 6 prostitutes at once for
With
hours
syphilis. Yeah, okay.
with syphilis. He'd run out into the streets and shout, "The majestic pox! Hallelujah!" And then he went on to go tell someone that I screwed street whores and trollops, and afterwards I tell them, I've got the pox, and just laugh.
What a fucking dick.
Oh wow,
That's great.
cool.
Yeah, it's really
So that's
great.
yeah, that's not Beau, but you can imagine that's what he's
How it
going
spreads.
through.
Yeah.
Beau's doing
Yeah.
that with style.
Exactly. So with this whoring, gambling, and constantly buying, tailored clothes, his debt catches up to him.
Uh-oh.
And this is a time where we have debtor's prison. We talk about it a lot.
Oh.
Nice.
If this policy existed today, every person in America would be in prison.
Yeah. But
true.
instead, they've put us in a design prison that seems like freedom, but it's not.
Yes.
It's
Of
not.
our
No.
own mind.
It's a debt-based society. Debt's the best thing that ever happened to rich people.
Yeah.
Just throw a little debt here. It's a Rothschild thing. We've talked about that before a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rothschilds own everything.
They own the Fed.
So rumors started to circulate about Brummell and the fact that he had no money and that he was up to his syphilitic neck in debt. And there was one man in particular that was going around talking shit about his wealth, a man named Richard Myler, who was known as Dick the Dandy Killer.
Yeah, right. Dick Myler. Okay.
I gotta look this guy up.
Yeah.
Dick Myler. That sounds like an Anchorman name almost. You know what I mean? Like,
Dick Myler here.
with the 8 p.m. news, I'm Dick Myler.
I don't even know there's a picture of him. Yeah, so Dick the Dandy Killer would post up in White's Club, and he'd tell everyone that Beau was broke. Essentially, he was trying to call Beau out to a duel. I don't really know I don't know if Beau owed him money or like whatever. But like, what's Beau to do? He's like got all this fucking shit. People are calling him out. Like he owes all this money.
Spreading
And-
gossip.
Yeah, he starts asking people for money. He's like, "Yo, dude, I just need a few thousand pounds."
Just a few.
Yeah, you know how like I owe you money because I told you I'd advertise your suits for you. Just can you give me money now, please?
So people were not so receptive to giving a man with a notorious gambling addiction that bought new clothes every day
Yeah.
money. So somewhere in the middle of the night, on May 16th, 1816, Brummell slipped out of London on the docks and boarded a boat to France.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
What?
Just say Beau.
I don't want to say Beau. Beau's in the house. I don't want anyone to get confused with
all right.
the heir to Papa John's.
All right, Beau Brummell is now in France.
Yeah.
And Travis, keep torturing yourself.
More syphilis.
The boat docks in Calais,
Uh-huh.
which is a port town just across the channel. And Calais is like this weird area where debtors could like safely dodge their debt. It was an English port, but outside of the English law.
It's like going to Mexico or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was strange. The second a debt dodger left Calais, they would have to present their passport to the French, and at that point, they were able to be hunted by debt collectors again.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So it's almost like, I don't know if you've seen the movie Casablanca, which was like a 20th century version of Calais, where like people could go there and it was like a weird gray zone.
We're talking about Morocco. Fuck. What?
Yeah.
With William S. Burroughs living in Tangier.
Yeah, the Algeria or Tangier.
Tangier. When he was in Tangier, that was like that gray area. There was multiple jurisdiction and no one was allowed to like really police it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's where Beau takes residence up in the Dresden Hotel, which was some swanky gentleman's hotel that served meals and, it was super expensive. He had a manservant that would look after him, that he also had to pay, obviously.
How does he get in there? He's in debt.
Yeah, for real. Like, what kind of jackass opens a hotel there?
Right?
Yeah, where a bunch of fancy boys come just like, I'm not going to pay the bill. Come on in, sir. I trust you.
Seems like a
Yeah.
nice guy.
Yeah,
Beau,
Pay me when you get the money.
it's cool. You can make your own waffles in the morning too. It's pretty neat down here. Just make sure you pay us eventually.
we got a
Please.
complimentary IHOP.
Please. Please pay us. We are so broke. We're here ourselves because of debts.
Yeah. So Beau starts to breed dogs, and he completely redecorates his room using the finest wallpaper. Again, racking up the bills. He's not completely out of money because a few friends are sending him money so he can kind of scrape by. One of them was this woman that the 40-year-old that I was talking about, and he had promised her that he would not publish anything bad about the now King George IV, the Prince of Wales. He could have wrote these memoirs that would have given him some money, but he made this promise to like that
Not
MILF.
do it.
That fat pig. Let me write a book about my fat pig friend. He hates his wife to the very end. This is how English people write everything. They both smell like onions, but they call each other garlic.
Oh.
Soupy peanut butter people. Round and round with their babies that they've only had sex once to obtain.
All right, so there was an out for Beau in this situation.
Okay.
It was only if he could secure a position. And this position was the Britannic Majesty Consul, which was basically like an ambassador.
Okay.
He had his eyes on being an ambassador in France because he didn't want to be too far away. French like their clothes. He likes his clothes.
Croissants.
The problem was his best bud, George IV, now had a huge falling out with him. Basically, Beau kept calling him fat to his face and saying that his fashion sense was out of style. And whatever.
Ooh, that hurts too.
All right, pretty boy, you can call me fat to my face, but I just bought these Crocs, and I know they look good. I know they look fucking fantastic. So if you say one more thing about my fucking Crocs or my wife again, well, my wife's okay, but my Crocs are here to stay.
So Beau would often say things like, I made him who he was, and without me, he'd be nothing.
Wow.
And this is
He's
the
just,
king of England.
just fucking high school drama.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Did Beau ever have his own clothing line?
No. he was the clothing line.
Yeah, why did he never start his own clothing?
I don't know.
people
I
are
guess
like,
he didn't
where
have
Because
is
it was
that.
owned by the tailors, you know what I mean? Like
Put
he
his
was
name
just the
on it,
mannequin.
though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was just the fucking mannequin, Mike.
Because every influencer after him, he is not smart. He is a dumb.
Yeah. So he rubbed King George the wrong way, and
Uh-oh.
George is like, I'm never going to give this asshole a consulship because he's calling me a fat fuck. Beau was just stuck in this limbo for about 15 years.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
fun.
The king actually passed through Calais one time, and Beau sent him a gift of a snuff box that he had bought, and
Yes.
the king just ignored him.
Damn. He threw feces at his new wallpaper.
But on June 30th, 1830, King George dies, and one of his last acts was granting Beau a consulship. So somehow he had a change of heart. He's like, I don't know, give him what he wants.
Nah, he wanted to be liked.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's a change of heart or just like a last minute trolling. You know what I mean? Like he's literally like, so long as I live, you will never get a console.
Right.
Like a Sega Genesis. But he just fucking, he dies and then he's just like, all right, here you go.
All right, take the
Owned
job.
up
I
to
don't
it.
care.
I can't stop you when I'm dead.
Yeah.
Be the consul at Nathan's hot dog sandwiches. See how you like that. That's your job.
That's pretty much what he did. He gave him the position of Khan in France, which was it was a small town, like farming town. There was nothing happening there. But the problem was that Beau had racked up so much debt in Calais that the owner of the Dresden Hotel and a bunch of local businesses wouldn't let him leave. He was
Really?
stuck.
Oh,
He was
that's
stuck
cool.
in the debtor's prison area.
That's like that Tom Hanks movie where he has to live in the airport.
Yeah.
Wait,
one's that?
Isn't that Bill Murray?
No, it's Tom Hanks, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like right after he did Up, the animated movie with Disney.
Wait, what? What was that movie? What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm Googling it. Tom Hanks airport movie.
You're thinking of Captain Sullivan or whatever. The
No,
guy
Oh,
in
I'm
Captain
thinking of
Phillips.
The Terminal.
the terminal.
Yeah, Tom Hanks, like the city or like the nation Tom Hanks is from, like gets like overthrown which invalidates his passport while he's in a terminal. So he's not allowed into any country, including the one the airport's in. So he
That's
literally
fun.
just has to he has to live in the airport for I think somewhere around 40 days for the paperwork to go through.
I thought the terminal was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
Yes.
No.
Hello, I'm looking for Sarah Connor. I am terminally ill. This is Robert Patrick, Agent Doghat from X-Files is after me.
So eventually, Beau was able to contact the British Foreign Office, and they basically garnished his salary and sent some of it to the owner of the Dresden Hotel to pay off his debt.
It's been 15 years. I've had 30 kids since you got here. I need to feed one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone in Cannes loved Beau, besides the fact that he was slowly exhibiting signs of syphilitic rot. Cannes was a small town, like I mentioned, and it really wasn't a place that you'd think you'd have an ambassador. He moved into a small house that was run by a landlady and her daughter. Here he paid for rent. They got a discount for teaching this daughter English.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Did he teach her syphilis too?
yeah, syphilitic English.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Beau
God.
spent 2 years as consul for Cannes and essentially doing nothing, which is what ambassadors do. They just hang
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then in 1832, he received a letter from the Foreign Office saying, yeah, we're going to get rid of that position because we don't really need it. And we're not going to assign you to any other area, so bye.
He was made
Damn.
redundant.
Have fun being French.
Yeah. So now again he's broke, and his landlady was understanding at first. He's like, "Oh well, we could tell you're not well, whatever. Stick around." And then Beau did something creepy by writing a love letter to this 18-year-old girl that he was teaching English. And remember, he's 55 and has syphilis.
Right, his teeth are falling out of his mouth, and the top of his head is starting to split open like a baked potato.
Wipe left.
Jeez.
So
His cock looks like the dispenser at TCBY.
I was going to
Yeah.
say a bird's nest where the eggs broke.
So she's like, get the fuck out of my house, and you owe me all the rent that you missed. So now,
Not smooth.
Yeah,
Beau-
all he had to do was just keep the love letter to
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Or not even write it, and he would have been way better off. But the horn dog he is had to hit on a minor.
So
Beau-
24.
this precious animal, I'll be able to stay here indefinitely, and then I can become the king of France with the longest coat.
Yeah, somehow Beau moves into another hotel, all while he's like begging, like he's on the streets at this point, like begging to get food. But he's
Really?
living in this hotel somehow because back then people could like live in a house. Nowadays you just go out to the streets.
Yeah, you're just
Even if
homeless.
you beg-
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's better that
Tent
way.
city.
Well, we can't trust people today, because back then everyone was well behaved. Just a little syphilis. People don't clean
Just a
up
little
after themselves today. They're disgusting.
So here's when the next stages of syphilis kicked in. He started to drool a lot, which was a sure sign that he was in stage 2. He lost
Out of
all-
what orifice?
his mouth. He lost all of his teeth and hair and would
Ew.
suffer from neurosyphilitic strokes.
Oh my God.
So he's twitching, he's drooling.
Yeah, that's terrible. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't really feel bad for him.
Yeah, if you get syphilis, have it treated, folks.
Yeah. This is all while he's trying to get treated. He's seeing this guy named Dr. Kelly, which sounds like a TV, like a daily TV drama doctor.
Yeah, daytime television.
Come on in, Beau. I'll treat you right here in front of this live studio audience.
So Dr. Kelly is dosing him with mercury, arsenic, iodine. He's also using leeches and cupping, which we still use today and does absolutely
cupping.
nothing.
The leeches?
Cupping.
I know.
So a friend of his reaches out to Beau's old dandy friends in London to see if they could throw him some money. And again, nothing. So on May 5th, 1835, the debtors' police come knocking.
Uh-oh.
Like,
Wow.
yo, hello.
He opens
remember
the
he's-
door. It's just like, excuse me, Mr. Scarecrow. Is there a Beau here?
No, he's not here. He's out doing fancy things with friends.
He died.
Yeah. So Beau is wrangled up out of his hotel and thrown into jail. Beau is traumatized. He's crying. He's sobbing for days. He writes a letter to his friends and he complains about the poor quality of food. And worst of all, the fact that he's put in with common people.
Oh,
God,
no.
How dare they?
I hate this common filth.
Oh, these
Outfits are terrible.
all
None
this
of them
bi-
exfoliate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, all this bitching and moaning paid off because Beau was given some special treatment because he was given 2 liters of milk and 15 liters of fresh water for his daily
Ooh.
milk and water.
Daily.
baths.
connected.
Okay.
Wow. Don't scrub too hard now.
And then again, his influence in London, somebody, we don't know who it was, but somebody put in a word in Parliament that this dude was like dying in debtor's prison. And they
damn it.
basically convinced Parliament to give him a severance pay and a pension for his consulship.
Wow.
Look, I know he hasn't done anything, but can we give him that pension?
Yeah. We need,
Can we
need friends
perhaps
like that?
Can we perhaps over the next 100 years make the people on the MTA pay for that with their LIRR tickets? Can we just pass that down?
And also, he likes milk a lot for some reason. Can we take care of that, too?
1 or 2 cows a day should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he puts eggs up his ass.
We don't know why.
We need to accommodate our elders.
Yeah, really.
Now he's free from jail. He returns to Con. He's 57, and the next stages of syphilis set in. Something called tabulus dorsalis, which is the
Sounds
wasting,
terrible.
which is the wasting away of the nerves in the spinal cord.
Oh, you need those for stuff.
Yeah. So
Probably hurts to walk.
Beau starts stumbling around in zigzags. He had also lost the ability to tell hot and cold in his limbs.
That's important.
What?
Yeah. He starts pawning off his snuff boxes and other goods. And
He
then-
had that?
Yeah,
in
he still
debtor's-
had 'em.
Like, he kept that through debtor's prison. He's
Yeah.
like, I jail time, but snuff boxes, yes.
It's all the rage.
Yeah, he kept a lot of his clothes too. He's like selling
Wow.
these clothes off. Then the syphilitic dementia sets in. Now, at this point, the disease was in the brain and was starting to rot away large chunks.
Wow. That's scary.
Yeah, he would do this creepy thing when he entered the dining hall of the hotel, which he somehow got another hotel apartment. I don't know. You know, it's different back then. He's charming, yeah. He would announce all of these people that were dead for many years and his time when he was a dandy in London. He'd hold the door open and shout, "The Prince of Wales has arrived," and all these other people he knew.
And no one would come through the door?
Yeah. Then
Really?
he'd sit down and realize what he had done. His mind would kind of snap into the present, and he'd start weeping. Beau eventually stopped leaving his hotel room, and people started to complain about the smell of rotting and dog shit from his dog named Stop.
Stop.
Yo, what a good name. It's a good name for a dog that just can't behave.
Yeah, Stop!
Come stop.
Eventually, 2 of his friends were like, "Hey, we need to like get this guy to a mental hospital because he's fucking crazy."
And we're not even his friends, really. He just keeps calling us the the Duke of Earl and the ham of sandwich.
Duke of Earl.
So in 1839, his 2 friends forced open the door and found Beau sitting in his dressing gown with his wig in his lap. Instead of oiling it, which is what you had to do with wigs, he was applying shaving cream.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, as I said before, laughing at his misfortune, I'm actually pretty sad for him.
Setting trends.
It's very upsetting.
He said, he's trend-setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They forced him out of his room into a mental carriage, which was waiting for him outside, all while he was shouting, "You're taking me to prison! I have done nothing! I have done nothing!"
There's just fucking shaving cream in his wig as this is happening.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Beau was taken to Abbaye Jamet, the Hospital Bon Civil, which was a lunatic asylum run by nuns.
Oh, ooh.
Oh, wow. That's
Fun.
like a It's like a 90s horror movie, but IRL and in France.
Yeah, I was thinking like the setting of Bloodborne, which
Cool. Yeah.
yeah, so like really creepy, gothic. This big
God.
gothic church.
Yeah.
The asylum was experimenting with the totally not bullshit science of hydrotherapy, which we discussed in the Kellogg episode.
Good
Just get them
stuff.
wet. Throw a wet towel on them.
What was that, like getting in a pool?
Yes, Mike. So, like, just imagine snake oil salesmen,
Oh, yeah.
but they're just like, what's the cheapest thing we can rub on this bastard?
I got
Lake
you.
water? Great. Go get some of that.
Oh, you mean the ones with parasites and sea monkeys?
Yes, and like the cerebral hemorrhaging, just put them in
Douse 'em.
lake water.
Jesus Christ.
This Bon Civil was actually the third largest asylum in France, housing 700 inmates in the asylum, but had only one licensed doctor.
You know when you
Yeah.
go to a walk-in and the guy gives you like 3 minutes of your time? You're like, oh man, I got an ear infection or something. He like whips that thing out, doesn't even look at it. He's just like, yeah, take these.
He just
what it is.
staples the prescription
This-
to your head.
This doctor's somehow spending less time than that.
Yeah. So
He's like, how you doing?
so
As he's like hurtling out of the window.
Come on now, I gotta go golf. I don't want to end
so
up like one of you loons.
so this asylum was actually known for its kindness, as it would
Aw.
let the inmates garden in between their hydrotherapy sessions. But
Go dry off.
yeah,
Go drip in the flowers. Saves on irrigation costs.
Yeah.
but other practices they did, including the hydrotherapy, were pretty cruel and unusual and disturbing.
Give it. Give
Yeah.
me.
So Brummell was now in his syphilitic final stages. This was meningeal syphilis. Is that
Meningeal.
meningeal syphilis? I knew you were guess.
Damn it. You were just all over the place tonight. We've been recording for 19 hours.
Yeah,
I like
Tom is just a
Syphilis.
genius at editing.
I'm drunk now.
Syphilis.
Maybe
So-
you should drink more, Travis, so
I
you can
should, dog.
smooth out
Drink-
the words.
yeah.
I'm trying
Drink
to
more lake
smooth them out,
water.
dog. So, Beau is now suffering. Beau is suffering from headaches, nausea, vomiting, cranial palsy, and seizures, memory loss, and personality changes.
Hey.
The disease had rotted away his ability to see certain colors.
Oh, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, and the sight of certain colors would give him immense pain.
Really?
This syndrome is called iritis, like your iris.
Wow.
Interesting. Didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, what? You can like go crazy and hurt from seeing like blue?
Very, very Lovecraftian.
The memories that I used to love Violet. I used to love taupe, and now every time I see taupe, I cry. And I think about that time I dropped my waffle on the floor. That's got to be a great feeling.
Okay, so the Megazord. Did I say the final one was the last one? Tertiary syphilis. Tertiary
means three.
syphilis. This is where he had the loss of bowel and bladder control.
Oh, no.
His nails fell off. His tongue swelled and turned black and would crack. He was also covered in open pussy ulcers.
Oh, my
called
God.
called gummy tumors, which are now called gummas.
Oh.
And he'd also have these huge bleeding bubons. That's what they're called. Bubos. Bubos. And doctors often talked about the sweet smell of decay when dealing with tertiary syphilis.
Jeez.
Now, if
Does not sound like fun.
you'd like to see what that looks like,
Yeah, I do.
I can give you some very gross examples in the chat.
Let me see.
I will.
All right.
There is a man with some open bubos.
Whoa, that sucks.
There's a lady.
Mike, you want to paint that picture of the
And-
first one?
It looks like someone was like digging into his like scalp with a spoon. Just got like the tip of his fucking skin off.
Wow, dude, these are cool.
right?
I mean, it's horrible for the afflicted, but it's just like
Yeah.
for the people at home. Like the second one,
Oh.
Travis posted what would be a very pretty, like 40-year-ish lady, but because she's got
Disease,
necrosis
yeah.
going on her skin, this literally looks like a early zombie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a fresh,
right?
like she
That is crazy
got infected
looking.
like 7 hours ago.
Right, and the last picture I posted is a skull that's been affected by syphilis, and it literally looks like you dropped like acid on it. It's just
Yeah.
It's getting eaten away. Oh
Yeah.
my
It
god.
looks like mumble rap, but if it was braille and on skin or on bone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you gave that to a blind
Da-da-da-da-da.
person, yeah, if you gave that to a
Right.
yeah, it looks like that.
So Beau's life was kind of obscure. I mean, people were going off of a lot of different things. Here's where we know for a fact because this asylum took records of everything. So everything I'm talking about actually, not to say I didn't happen before, but like a lot of it was speculation with like his sex life but this decay is documented.
Dude, literally living dead shit.
Yeah. So at this point, Beau's brain shrank away into his skull and granulated.
Granulated. That's like the last thing you want to happen to your fucking brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need that shit plump.
Get that shit up!
I would rather have my brain like reverse seared than granulated.
Ugh.
At this point, he was a raving madman, quivering, shaking, and shitting.
Jesus.
The staff would simply, using their hydrotherapy, just hose him off
Yeah.
and put him into something called the cabanon, which was a small cell. It was usually used for violent inmates where they couldn't even lay down.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the sickest part of this late stage of syphilis was that you'd think the person was completely gone mentally, but there'd be these brief windows of clarity and sanity where the person would realize and be normal and realize that they were rotting and losing limbs and they had all these fucking shit and start weeping and crying and like
Oh my
they'd
god.
snap back into reality after just like screaming.
God.
And it wouldn't be like they realized it and they'll be good. Like they would realize it like on a bi-daily basis. So like
Yeah.
it would just be relived like multiple times a week.
Ugh.
Sounds terrible.
Man, I wouldn't wish this on anyone.
Yeah.
Well, maybe like Jake and Logan Paul, but not anyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
influences.
not humans. Yeah.
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 Influencers. That's fine.
yeah,
Influencers can get it.
Yeah.
Look at this.
So, during ask me the question.
How did it, well, when did he finally finish falling
yeah.
apart?
Yeah, when did he get
crumble.
sweet relief?
When was the warranty voided?
So during one of these brief windows of sanity is when Beau finally died. His caretaker had taken him out into the garden and brought him back into the room. There he lied facing away from the sister while she read him some Bible verses, and then he just stopped. He just completely rotted away from syphilis at the age of 61 in 1840.
Spontaneous arrest. Wow.
See, and I think this is this one comes with a moral. Not all of our episodes come with a moral, which is don't try to be too handsome.
Yeah.
Just
Or
be
else that
yourself.
shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I make ugly and fat jokes and stuff in here, but come on, just be yourself. It
Wear a
doesn't matter.
condom.
I'm just having fun.
Try to
Body-
influence people, but never become an influencer.
Yes,
Yeah, I like that.
Be pot. Wow, Cody, you said it so well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Unless you're like really ugly, then try to do it a little better.
What, be human?
Yeah, don't beat yourself up, but maybe take care of yourself.
If you're really ugly, don't get into doing Sailor Moon fan fiction.
Yeah, that goes a long way.
Yeah, there's certain restricted areas. That's one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Like if you're an e-thought and you're doing fan fiction, all right, I get you fast.
Do it up. Sell some bathwater.
Yeah.
a lot to take in because it just feels so real to me.
It's a horrible way to
Yeah.
go out.
It is pretty horrible. I mean, this guy really didn't do anything.
He was a dandy.
It's kind of like a waste of space.
Oh, one of the other things I didn't mention is that I kind of forgot to write in my script was that both him and Lord Byron prided themselves, and the dandies in general, prided themselves in being anti-intellectual. Like, they're like, yeah, we're dumb.
I can
Fuck
believe this,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean
they're-
that sounds
pretty-
like an influencer.
Sounds
they're
pretty
about
dumb.
earthly delights rather than like
Yeah.
straining for the like metaphysical endeavors.
So if you're that dumb and you have literally no passion besides buying shit, get syphilis. This is what happens.
All right, we're going with the mean angle. Yeah, forget what I just said about being kind to yourself. If you're a fat fuck that doesn't know shit from... If you finish this and then go watch The Masked Singer, just go get syphilis instead. How's that?
Yeah, you get me,
One
get
season
me,
2
get
of
me,
The Masked
get me.
Singer.
I'm not watching that show.
That's a
Yeah,
show. I didn't even
Get
heard
me,
of it.
get
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Do you know who won season 2 of The Masked Singer, of the American Masked Singer?
No.
Wayne Brady.
Of course he did.
Yeah, because
Get
he's
me,
a fucking
get
singer.
me,
Like
get
it's
me.
I wanted to flip a table. It's just like who let Wayne Brady participate in the
He's
Masked
too
Singer?
talented. It doesn't
Yes.
matter. If you watch that show, if you're watching Survivor after
a
this
real
or whatever.
show?
I didn't watch it. I just Googled like who are these people that are like wearing masks and wasting other like red-blooded Americans' time, and it's just like, oh, Wayne Brady is one of them.
It's ridiculous. If you've ever played Candy Crush for more than an hour, go get syphilis.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
it. I think we need, in the spirit of coronavirus, let's make it better. Let's make it the
Yeah.
coronavirus even better.
Yeah, let's all get coronas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
They're half off nowadays because they're not being
Yeah.
they're not being
This is the time to
bought.
buy in bulk.
See, the problem with coronavirus is that the same people that got syphilis back in the day are getting coronavirus, and they're just spreading it to everyone. People that go on cruise ships and are like,
Yeah.
hey, guys, guess what? I'm in the Bahamas.
Do you know how
Yeah.
cheap these flights are right now? We should totally
Yeah.
go to Maui.
Let's go to Italy.
It's like you get the coronavirus and then you immediately just go to buffets and like have as many buffets and layovers as you can.
Oh my god, we should go to China right now. You can get there for like $40, and I loved the movie Mulan. I've been watching it on Disney Plus. It's amazing.
Wow.
Speaking of which, Cody, I get a flight to you for like $100 round trip.
Yeah.
Right,
for
like,
me.
come chill.
if you are so daring, then yes.
Yeah, why not? You're a strong boy.
All right, well, that's little Beau boy.
All right, that's it. Go to
Look at
go
that.
to things. Go to Patreon.
Go to
bye.
things.
That's all I got.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I like the
I'll
way
give
we've
you
been
more
signing
stuff.
out recently. Who gives a fuck?
Sayonara.
Bye.
Thank you, Shane.
Guess what? Check, like, subscribe, hit
Stop
that
saying
bell.
guess what.
Follow us on
Stop saying guess what.
Guess what?
Guess what?
OnlyFans.
Guess what?
Anxiety.
Travis doesn't know what he even is talking about. Guess what? Sandwiches
Guess
are
what?
different.
That's
Like,
crazy that
subscribe.
sandwich is invented that way.
Yeah, roll sandwich. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.